this concepts or you remember the concept, how it works and all, please treat this as a fresh one. Whatever you have in your mind, if it is there, it's fine. Otherwise, I will treat everyone as zero in training. You know that point. So you can start from the scratch again. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you joined long back in 2021, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, sometime back. Correct.
Oh, yeah, I can see your chart 21. I think 3 years before you join the sessions. Again, you're joining back. Okay. So as I told you, please listen as a fresh concepts. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Sujit. I'm having total 14 plus years of experience in IT. I'm from Java background and I worked in Java Spring Hibernate and Mule 3. Now I'm into Mule 4. I have till now, from 2018, I'm totally into the MuleSoft and I have delivered 181 trainings till now on MuleSoft. Only on MuleSoft. That too Mule 4 from 2018 I'm talking about. So this is my 181 or 182 exactly, I didn't check. So this is my that number. And around 1600 to 1700 professionals gone from my side to the MuleSoft industry. Okay, at least from my side they went, but after if they change the domain, I'm not responsible for that. But I trained around 1800 plus MuleSoft professionals. And one of the greatest achievement here is you don't need to worry about the certification after my training. It's a cakewalk for everyone. None of them failed in the training, I mean, in the certification after attending to my training here. Okay. So certification wise, you don't need to worry. You can easily clear it up. Okay. I will try to help you out with some certification vouchers. Okay. If I have it at that point of time, if I find any discount vouchers, first priority will be given to my students. Okay. Yes. So we are going to start a new batch, 7:30 to 8:30 AM IST, as per IST timing. Here, anyone from abroad? Yes. Anyone from abroad here? US, UK, like that. Guys, one request from my side to everyone, starting from today, whether you join to the sessions or not joining to the sessions, response is very important, interaction is very important. If there is no interaction, no need of joining to the live sessions. Lot of resources available in YouTube or some other educational platforms on MuleSoft. You can simply watch that. So why we are joining to the live sessions? To make interaction. Okay. If you interact with me, then only it will help for me. That means to explain concept more elaborated, right? Otherwise, I will tell the information, you will listen and you will go to the, I mean, you will go to the recording and you will watch it again and you'll, that is not a good practice and it is not a good idea at all. So without interaction, I cannot move forward. Please understand. There are some instances where I cancel the session also on a particular day if I don't get interactions. I'm very particular about interactions. Okay. Whether you have a 20 years of experience, whether you have a 0 years of experience, irrespective of that, I request everyone to interact with me. If you interact, then only I can understand whether we are going in a right direction or a wrong direction, whether you are thinking the correct way or wrong way. Right? So please unmute your mics and respond to my question. This is casual questions, common, small questions only. I will be keep on asking the questions in a session. Okay, to make you interact. Okay, so I request everyone, please interact with me. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is no point if you don't interact. There is no point of live sessions, right? Right. Okay. So that is my introduction, and we are going to work on MuleSoft latest version. That means Mule version latest one. Okay, my first question to everyone to make you interact a little bit, engage a little bit into the training. So I will ask you a few questions before coming to the demo session. Definitely, you might have gone to I've gone to the browser and just search for what is a MuleSoft. You know some idea about it, right? Right. If not, which is I will explain you. So my first question to you is, what is this mule and what is this 4.x? Are you able to see my drawing, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So what is this mule and what is this 4.x? So from here onwards, I will take 1 hour session. So please bear with me. 1 hour session is very important. Just like the demo session, 20 minutes, half an hour session, I cannot take. I need to give you all the inputs and insights of my training, how it will be and how long it will be, and how you are going to get a hands-on experience of this tool. Basically, how you are going to get a benefit out of this training. Okay, you need to know before taking a call, before joining to my sessions. So 1 hour session, please, please concentrate and listen. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What is Mule and what is a 4.x? Yes, interaction. I started. I told just now.
So
Wrong,
Mule
right?
is
That
a-
is irrespective, guys. Participate, please.
Yeah, Mule is a suite. It contain a set of maybe technologies or set of tools. Maybe
Okay.
4 is a version and the .x is a spec
.x is also a version, right?
version, right? Yeah. That
Okay.
is contained.
Others also can participate. What type of tool it is? Mule. Okay, it's a tool. But what type of tool it is?
It is a tool which integrates with the
It's an
dissimilar
integration
applications.
So can I say integration tool? Yeah. Okay. And what is this 4.x? That means, is there any 3 also for this Mule? Yes.
Yes.
It was there till 2018. It is Mule 3. Last version in Mule is 3.9. Okay. Before that. So in 2018, Salesforce acquired this MuleSoft tool. Okay. 2018, they made it as a public. Which version? After Salesforce acquired, they made as a public Mule version 4. Mule version 4. Okay. Now, the X represents what? Minor version. This is the major version and this is the minor version. So right now, what is the minor version? We are going to deal with the 4.6, which is the latest version. Okay. So basically, you may see. Okay, 1 second. Your consultant is calling back. Yes, hello. Just give me 1 minute, guys. They are waiting for the passcode.
Yeah.
Some people are not able to join with the link. I don't know why.
I think they were trying to click on the WhatsApp, but they need to just copy and paste on the this browser.
Correct. Few people not able to do that. So I just shared that with them. Okay. Meanwhile, I don't want to stop. We will start. Okay. Let them join and watch the recording.
Yes.
So what I mean to say, what I was discussing about. Sorry. Yeah. I think where I'm talking about a version. So we are going to talk about Mule 4.6 latest version in our training. Okay. So basically, Mule is one organization, or I can say one company earlier. It was acquired by the Salesforce. Basically, it is an integration platform. Okay. And this version is related to Mule runtime. So to deploy any application, we require Mule servers. I mean, basically servers, right? Mule is also having their own server that is called Mule runtime. And that is also having a versions. So right now the version is 4.6. So going forward in our sessions, or you are going to learn which tool, which version?
4.6.
4.6. So from now onwards, you can say to anyone, if anyone asks you which training you're taking, I'm taking Mule latest version 4.6. Okay. Next. As I told you, we can aim for the certification also after completion of this training. MuleSoft certified. Now it is Salesforce MuleSoft certified developer. Okay, we can take that certification. Okay, now basically I will be taking. Yes, someone trying to speak.
Yeah. So how this Mule 4.6 is different from 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4.
Small enhancements might be there. No major differences, small enhancements. So every version, when they are released, they will be releasing the document, updated document. So just see the document, you will understand what is the differences. First of all, you should know what is 4.1 in order to understand what are the enhancements in a 4.2. Correct? So
how often they can release this subject?
that we cannot decide. So that is at the organization level.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, those
So
are
they
abstracted.
started 2018, right? It's so for 4.6, 6.
That is not like regular intervals like 2 years or 1 year or 1 month, 2 months. We cannot decide. They cannot decide that.
Okay.
If they need new patches to be included, yes, they will do it. Okay. So we'll talk about that once we into the sessions. We will go. Pardon? Okay. So once we go into the sessions, we will go dive deeper into it. As of now, I just want to tell we are going to talk about a Mule 4.6 version in our training. Okay. So I will be taking different corporate trainings. Also, you can see my Deloitte and Boston Consulting Group, which is in Delhi. So I will be giving the corporate trainings for them. At the same time, morning and evening, I will be taking my retail batches also in my free time. Right. So that's the reason I started one new batch, 7:30 a.m. batch. So that is for you right now. Okay. Now, instead of working with the PPTs or running the PPTs, I will draw the pictures. For example, let's take randomly any of the batch if you take. I'm just clicking on the screens, okay? Some pages, if you can see here. Whatever I speak, I will be drawing the pictures, okay? Where I trust this is the most effective way to make any person who is coming from non-IT background also to make them understand this is the very much effective way. Okay, which I trust and which is successful as well. Okay, just if running the PPT, I mean, sometimes you go into the sleep also in the 1 hour, you will not be attentive. So if I draw the pictures, it will inject into your mind the concept. So you will start visualizing in the same way how I am doing it. Okay, about the concept. So instead of PPT, I will draw the pictures only for this demo session. And there is one concept called exception handling. There only you will see the PPTs. In that exception handling also, why I use the PPT to talk about a different type of scenarios where we can handle the exception. That is the reason I use the PPT there. Apart from that, in entire sessions, you will not see any PPTs. Okay. Yes, this demo session is divided into 3 parts. First, step 1, I will talk about what are the documents I'm going to provide and how you are going to get a hands-on experience on the tool. Today, I will be a little bit faster. Please don't mind. In sessions, I will not be like that. Because of the time constraint, I want to give a lot of information and people joining a little bit late and all. Putting all this in my mind, actually 1 hour is not sufficient. But I cannot waste more than 1 hour time for you. I mean, because you have some other works as well, right?
Yeah.
So little bit, I will be a little bit faster. Okay, what I provide in training, I will tell you. Okay, docs, what are the documents I'm providing? And these are my own documents. Okay, for each and every topic, there is a POC, and I will tell what are those and how you will get a hands-on experience with the documents and what are the POCs I'm going to give. Step 2, I'll talk about a use case. One simple use case, anyone from non-IT background also will understand as a MuleSoft developer what is your role in the organization. Okay, with this use case. And step 3, what are the prerequisites in order to learn this tool? And of course, in step 2, I'll talk about the agenda also. After completion of the use case, I will talk about the agenda. Okay, so these are the 3 steps. Let's start with step 1. So here I have given 80% and 20% ratio of a practical and theoretical. I will tell you what it is exactly in the numbers. My total working hours will be, that means the entire training will be of 30 hours. 30 working hours. In that 30 working hours, first 1 to 5 sessions will be theoretical. So you may understand theory means again what it will be theory this many hours, this for 5 hours actually before starting of the integration. Okay, as I told you, I will treat everyone as zero in integration platform. So I will talk about few concepts like integration concept, like how systems are loosely coupled. That means loose coupling, logical coupling. What is an ESB? What is the hierarchy of Mule application? And what is the architecture of any point platform? So these are the concepts you need to know before starting off your first project in Mule. Okay. So if you can see, let's take any of the batch or any of the scenario. So first I will talk about web services. Okay, this is entire part is demo. So basically, I will talk about first what are web services. If you have some basic idea about a web services, then integration platform will be very easy. That's why whether you have a knowledge or not, I will start with a web service with basics. Okay, then I will talk about 1 second loose coupling. Slowly, I will take you to logical coupling. Then I will talk about use case. Okay, what is a need to understand to make you understand about what is an enterprise service bus. Then I will talk about few concepts like orchestration and the hierarchy of a Mule application and what is architecture of any point platform. Okay, so here it concludes about your what do you call basic theoretical part. So by completion of session 5, you will be having some idea about what is an integration. Okay, of at least a few basic things about a MuleSoft also. Okay, now you are good to go with the understanding about the Mule concepts. Okay, instead of straight away taking to the Mule concept, if you have this idea, it will be very easy for you. Okay, next from session 16 to 16, session 6 to 16, I will talk about types of integration. That means base core business logic, how you want to write. Okay, types of integration. Okay, in the types of integration, I am going to talk about, web service based integration, file based integration, system based integration, messaging based integration. Okay, some other. Okay, basically types of integration, core business logic. See, we are integration developers. We need to integrate with some other systems. Definitely, Mule is totally about connections, right? So you need to understand how to establish a connection and how to get the data from that applications as well. So core development concepts I'm going to talk in from 6 to 16. Then from 17 to 25, I will talk about very important concepts. Once you get the data by using these techniques, once you get the data from third-party applications, we need to transform the data according to my client requirement, right? So we are going to talk about transformations. In Mule, we have a language called data weave language. From basic to advanced level, I will take you in this data weave language. MuleSoft is having their own language called data weave. So I will talk about the transformations, which will take around 3 to 4 sessions. Then very important concepts across the programming languages. One is exception handling. How to handle the exceptions, basically. Okay, the concept remains same, but how to use that in Mule, there are some strategies. So what are the strategies? Around 3 sessions it will take, okay, in order to complete. So this is one of my favorite topic in entire sessions. Okay, very confusing one. At the same time, if you concentrate, it will be very easy topic as well. Okay, so transformation and exception handling. And also we need to know about testing, how to create unit test cases and functional test cases. So there is something called MUnit framework. So we have some strategies in that. And this is not part of a fundamental, but I introduce this one because you may end up, when you deploy it to the project, you may end up in writing a test case also sometimes. So that's why we need to know what is an MUnit framework also. Okay. So by completion of all this, you will be having one idea about a development. Okay. Now, in this 6 to 16, there are something like deployment strategies. I will talk about a deployment strategies also, like on-premises deployment, cloud of deployment, hybrid deployment. 1 second. Okay, cloud of deployment, hybrid deployment, these strategies also. Okay, then I will come to the transformation. Now you have a better idea about development of your Mule application. Then before developing, my approach is a little bit different. I will not follow the sequence of SDLC for a better understanding of a user, because straight away in SDLC process, what is the first idea? Gathering the requirement, designing an API. So straight away, if I start with an API, people coming from different backgrounds, not having an idea about APIs, they will lose the track. So I don't want that. That is the reason I will be explaining about the creating of a YAML file, creating an API, and how to publish on the exchange, all these stuffs. by using a banking application. We are going to create one banking application at the end of the training, which is from 25 to 30 sessions. Okay, so where I will talk about how to design an API by using a RAML from the scratch. I will show what are the documents I'm providing for that as well. And also I will talk about how to simulate that API, how to publish that API onto the MuleSoft Exchange, how we can make that discoverable at an organization level. And in the simulation, we will call that as a feedback from the client, how to get a feedback from the client. And once you complete that, you already know the implementations, how to do that implementation, development part for that YAML file. And then we will manage that entire API. That means management, writing some security policies, how to apply the security policies, where to create, what are the ways we can apply the security policies on the API level. So by completion of section 30, we will come to the end of the sessions. Entire SDLC we are going to go through from gathering the requirement till applying the policies. I have taken every step in a clarity. We are going to discuss that in a clarity. Understand, everyone? This is,
Yes.
I mean, this is,
Yes.
I told 80-20 ratio, right? First 5 will be theoretical. From here onwards,
Yeah.
it purely practical sessions. From 6 to 30, all are practical oriented sessions. Now, in this practical oriented sessions, how you are going to get a hands-on experience? 1 second, let me. I will be sharing 2 drives with you. From my drive
Machine on.
to, yes, please. I can see new participants also here. Someone is asking question. Yes, please.
I was asking only the any setup for this practice.
I will tell. Let me complete entire
Yes,
session so that you
laptop.
understand each and every point.
Hi.
Okay.
There any prerequisite? I mean, for this because I don't have the any I mean web services or experience.
I told this demo session is divided into 3 parts. So in the last step, I will talk about a prerequisites. Okay.
Sure.
So because I don't want to lose any point when I'm delivering it to you. If I go in a random way, I will lose the points, right? So I don't want that. Okay. So till here, everyone clear?
Yes, please.
Yes, shall I move
Yes,
on?
till now.
Interaction is missing again. I don't know why. Yeah. So
yes,
I will be
clear. I mean,
okay. I will be sharing 2 documents with you guys, 2 drives basically, 2 drives in the sense 2 zip files from my Google Drive. Okay, once you enter to the training program, which comprises of one is softwares. Let me show you that part. 2 zip files basically. One is softwares, one is docs. Okay, software is nothing but comprises of all the softwares which you required for the training purpose. Okay, let me show you that folder. Yeah, these are the softwares which I already downloaded and give it to you in the form of a zip file. You can download onto your desktop. Once you extract that, you can see all the softwares on your laptop. When the time comes, when the topic comes, I will tell you which software to be installed. I will explain how to install that process. I mean that particular application as well. Okay, this is about the softwares. Next, I told one more documents. Okay, once you extract this document, you will be getting 2 subfolders. One is lab docs, one is workspace. So I'm going to talk about each and every what do you call the types of integration in the development background, right? So here, if you can observe, 1 second. I'm sorry. So there are 2 types of documents. One is lab docs. For each and every topic, I created one lab document. Can you anyone randomly pick the document? I will open the document. Similarly, all the documents will be in. Yes, please. Pick anyone, any document, any process.
File module.
File module.
File module.
Okay. Okay, see, I asked you to pick up this randomly because all the documents will be in the same way. So step by step,
Okay.
step one. See, when you come to this particular document, when you are reading this document while practicing, already you completed my session. I completed my explanation. I explained it. You know what you are reading here. Okay. So create a project with the so and so. Where you will create a projects, guys, in Mule? We require some platform, right? We require if anyone coming from Java background, we require some IDE like Eclipse. Similarly, in Mule, we have one IDE called AnyPoint Studio. This is called AnyPoint Studio. So we can create a projects here. Okay. So that's what I'm asking you here, to create one project and create a file with the name so and so. Okay. And go to the Mule palette, drag and drop so and so component, establish a connection. So step by step clear cut documentation is given how to do and what to do in the next step. Please treat this as a requirement document. Okay. You already know the concept by the time when you come here and you know what you are reading, and start practicing on your own. Why I'm telling own? Because every day once I complete the session, your recording will be uploaded like this. Every day session recording will be given. For example, let's take right now, I have a batch 6:30. Like this, with the title, I will be uploading the I will be uploading it here. Okay. So now you can download this onto your desktop also. Okay. For further access, lifetime access any which ways. So don't practice by watching the recording. That is a bad practice. Watch the recording for understanding the concept. Once you understand the concept, open this document. This document is a requirement document. What I asked you to do, please do it on your own. Then only you will be getting a fully hands-on experience on a particular concept, and you will be getting a confidence. Okay, which I will follow from 2018. I'm following this practice, which is very successful one. Okay, if you watch the recording in parallel, if you practice, after 1 week, if I ask you the same question, wherever you stuck up, you cannot answer it. That is a human tendency generally. So if you want to know the concept thoroughly, please follow this approach. Watch the recording only for the concept purpose, how I explained and all. Close it, open this document. Please treat this document as a requirement document. Okay, understand everyone? Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Like this, for every topic we have a document here, if you can observe. Okay, RAML part 1, if you want to design a RAML. So here I have written step 1, go to that so and so location, create one RAML file, how to create a fragment, how to create a reusable assets like resource types, data types, stripes, and everything. So I have given a screenshot also wherever it is required. Okay, so all the documentations are written inside. And also, if you can see RAML docs, we have one more zip file. Especially this is to create a RAML. RAML, I'm going to start everything from the scratch. Once you gather the requirement, you are going to design the RAML file, right? So I already created a RAML file and given to you. In case if you don't find a time to sit and practice, you can simply copy paste from my already given documentation. You can use this. Okay. So I have given a data types. I have given examples, entire set of documents which is required in order to complete this training, in order to get a fully hands-on experience. At least 2 to 3 years of experience you will gain from this training of this 1 month. I can guarantee that. But subject to, you need to practice according to my instructions. On daily basis, I will be keep on giving the assignments. You need to complete the assignments thoroughly. Then only I can guarantee that you will see the difference in you from day 1 to day 30. Okay, just joining and listening to the session for 1 hour and not practicing, I cannot guarantee anything on that. Definitely you need to practice. Always I will be available on my WhatsApp. Anytime you can ping me on my WhatsApp if I'm free. Okay, in case if I'm not free, I will be definitely respond back to you within a couple of hours. Every batch will be having one WhatsApp group. For this batch also, I will be having a WhatsApp group. I think Pawan, I added, and Kalyan, I added you already, since you already confirmed. And Anirudh, I also added you also. Right. So like that, who are confirmed to the training, I will be adding due to that WhatsApp group. All the communication in for this batch, okay, from directly from me. If you're coming through vendor also, from the institute also, they are not responsible for any further communication. I will be in touch with you. If anything goes wrong with me, you can go in contact with them. But from here onwards, I will directly drive you. No in between third parties. Okay. I hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Any questions to anyone? As of now? Shall we move on?
Yes.
Few
Yes.
new participants like Vishwanath, Fani Krishna, I can see Mustafa. I don't know when you guys joined. Are you able to follow me?
Yes, Sujit. I can able to follow.
Okay. You need to unmute the mics, guys. Okay, next. Next, documents hands-on experience, how you will get completed. Next, I'll talk about a very simple use case. Please concentrate and listen. Okay, please try to participate. It is a general use case, a real-time use case, I can say, where your MuleSoft come into the picture. Okay. I hope everyone knows Redbus application. Redbus.
Yes, yes.
Others, please participate. Redbus. What is
Yes.
this Redbus application? What it will do?
We can book the ticket of, bus.
But we can book the ticket directly from the website of that particular bus operator also, right?
Yeah,
Why we
yeah.
should come back to Redbus? So my training will be like this only. I will be keep on asking the questions. Yes.
It will collate all
all
the
the-
details of all operators and provide it in a single.
That means what? It will integrate with particular web applications and it will get the data. And first feature of Redbus is what? To show the details in the route from the different bus operators, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
take
yes.
Redbus is the client application now. Their requirement is they want to develop one web application, and if any user log into the website and if we type for source and destination and if we click on a submit button, the request, let's take from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Okay, when you click on the submit request, his requirement is he want to get the data from two different bus operators. I will take only for as of now only two. Okay, and he want to display what is the price. Only one feature I will take. Okay, Redbus provides collating the data from different applications, and also it will allow you to book the bus ticket also. Okay, let's take that is a second requirement. I'm not talking about a second requirement. I'm talking about only getting the data from the different applications. I will restrict this demo session to that. Okay, so and whatever the data get from the third party applications, he want to map to his own fields. For example, let's take rate. Rate is his format. Okay, values coming from, can you please name two bus operators directly where I can book the bus ticket? Let's take Orange Travels. Let's take Morningstar. Okay, two travelers I'm taking. So Orange Travels, Hyderabad to Bangalore rate is 1K. Morningstar Travels, it's 2K. Okay. So this is the image of Orange Travels logo. This is the image of Morningstar logo. And the rate is the format of Redbus. These are the values coming from bus operators. Okay. This is what finally he want to display. So tell me how this data is coming to the Redbus. First of all, the request, whatever he sent, that should go to this Orange Travels website. Yes or no? Morningstar website. So can you tell me, if I go to Orange Travels website, if I type for Hyderabad to Bangalore, will I get the details?
Yes.
I think yes.
Yes, right? Why not? Maybe their format is cost. What is the value? 1K. Same. Morningstar, Hyderabad to Bangalore, same. And if I type for that, here also I will be getting the details, right?
Yeah.
Maybe price. Their format is price 1.5K. Okay. So these are the values directly I can get. Now, client requirement is we need to get the details of that particular request. 1K, sorry, it's 2K, right? Sorry. Not 1.5, it's 2K. It's 2K. So this 2K value he want to get and he want to display the request. So here, the first requirement from the client is he want to send the request to all these applications concurrently. Concurrently means at a time, parallelly.
Yeah.
When the request is received, Parallelly, he want to send a request to all the other
Okay.
applications. Okay. Next, they will be giving the format like cost 1K, price 2K. He want to concatenate the two details. Concatenate means combining. Okay. And change the format from cost, price to rate. Format should be changed. So these are the three requirements he want to achieve. So they will take some help of some integration applications like Mule. What they will do here, you are a MuleSoft developer. Redbus application is sending a request to Mule application because for Mule application, Redbus is a client. Okay, I will configure a few components in Mule application here. Don't worry about it. What are these components? Let's take, I am going to configure one listener component where I can listen to the client request and the request. How many requests I am getting here from the Redbus application? How many requests I am getting? One or two?
Two.
One request.
Oh.
One request I'm getting from Redbus, right? That one request should convert into two requests, correct? And then that request should route to Orange Travels and Morningstar Travels, right? So which is the operator I can use where it will take a copy of that input request into multiple. You use this component at your home also, where it is connected to the LAN. Now the signal is coming from the outside, and all the electronic devices connected with that request, that means that internet signal will be scattered to all. What is that component?
Router.
It's a Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
It's a router. What it will do? It will
Yes.
take the LAN from outside, and that signal is scattered to all the applications, all the devices you connected with, correct? Same case
Right.
here also, my router, what it will do? It will take a copy of that input request into multiple, and that request is sent concurrently to these two applications. What is my responsibility? Router responsibility. Scattering the request to multiple applications. Okay, scattered. And now
Yeah.
the request is sent to Orange Travels and Morningstar. They executed the logic. They are given the response like cost 1K. Okay, it is given to Orange Travels, sorry, router, and price 2K to the router. So what is the body after the router in the message? Yes, cost 1K, price 2K. This is the format which is given by the Orange Travels and Morningstar Travels. Now, what is the next requirement? Concatenate and the format. So, a very important component in entire integration platform, there is something called transformer, which will take this data cost 1K, price 2K, and by using some data weave language internally, what we can do? We can map this body values like 1K and 2K to red tag. Okay, this format, this message will be given back to the client, Redbus client. So who's developing this Redbus application? Web developer, who will take care of the presentation layer, how to present it. That means whatever the details coming like 1K and 1K and 2K under the red tag. What is the color? What is the font size? What is the background color? If the details are coming from Orange Travels, what is the image to be associated with that? And 2K, what if the details are coming from Morningstar? What is the image to be given? So he will take care of the presentation layer. But as a MuleSoft developer, as an integration developer, what is your role? Getting the request from the client and sending the request to multiple applications. In this scenario I'm talking about, okay, there could be multiple scenarios. In this scenario, I am carrying this request from one location to another location. Correct? Yes or no? Yes, no?
Yes.
So as an integration developer, we are acting like a mediator between the Redbus application and the third-party applications. Okay. Now, have you saw the MuleSoft logo? MuleSoft logo. Yes.
Don't remember.
What is that MuleSoft logo represents?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, what is mule? Don't take me in the wrong way, just for your understanding purpose. What do you mean by mule generally?
It's a
Donkey.
crossbreed of donkey and horse.
Okay, so for simplicity, I can say, can I take it as a donkey?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you able to see the donkey here?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And M also represents almost same, correct? This
Yeah.
logo is designed such a way, representing that as a MuleSoft developer, you are carrying the request. Donkey, what it will do? It will carry the goods from one location to another location. As a MuleSoft developer, what we are trying to do? We are carrying the request from one location to another location. Just for
Yes.
understanding purpose. Are you able to relate it? Yeah.
Yes.
Correct, sir.
Not only correcting and getting the data. After getting the data, we are trying to do a lot of transformations by using a data view language, where Donkey will not do that. Yeah, there is a difference,
Yes.
right? So, as the integration developer, we are integrating with multiple applications. So, if you want to send a request concurrently, there is one type of router, scatter gather router. Okay, if you want to send the request conditionally, then we have a router called choice router. Okay, like that, a lot of routers are there. Okay, and those are called flow controllers. We'll call that as a flow controllers. Okay, now in this use case, let me pick the agenda. Okay, let me pick the agenda. Where is this agenda? I'm not taking you much time, guys. I think so.
Yeah.
I hope you are able to follow me what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Okay, so Mule ESB introduction, as I told you, first 5 hours will be theoretical to make you understand about what is point-to-point integration, what is an ESB, okay, and how ESB can help in when you have a problems of point-to-point integration, right? So you need to know what is an ESB. Then what is the concept of orchestration? With the example, I will explain you what is the concept of orchestration. And next, what is the hierarchy of a Mule application? Architecture of any point platform. I already explained. I already shown you the diagrams also what I'm going to draw. Next. From 6th session onwards, I told we are going to start with the first Hello World project, which is very, very important session in entire my training, I can say, because if you are able to understand how the request, this is the example I'm talking about. When the client is sending a request to your Mule application, how the request is converted into the Mule format. Okay. And how that event, sorry, basically we'll call that as an event, how that event is propagated between the processors. And finally, what response is given back to the client. So all these things you need to know from the scratch. That means when the request is received, what is the response is given back to the client, how it works behind the scenes. If you know this mechanism, if you are able to visualize whenever you get the requirement, if you are able to visualize it, that almost done. You are almost done. Without fundamentals, don't go to any next step. Okay, my sincere request to everyone, fundamentals are base. If you don't have the fundamentals, whether you go to 2, 3, 4, 5 years of experience or job also, you will face problems. I'm telling you. So fundamentals are very, very important. I strongly concentrate on that. Yeah. So first, I will talk about what is a Mule flow and what is the structure of a Mule event, and how I will introduce a small data weave expressions in this Hello World project only. And when you see LAB, please understand there is a lab document for that. As I shown you, there is a lab document. This is the lab document which I talk about a Hello World project. Okay. Next. I will talk about a module. Don't get panicked by seeing the Java here. MuleSoft is a Java-based tool. Okay, I'm not denying that. Doesn't mean that you need a Java knowledge here. Okay, so for example, let's take there is an Android and an iPhone in your hand. Do you know how they designed it, the applications? Or you know how to use that applications?
Yeah.
You know how to use the applications. You don't know how they design it, correct? Same way. Correct. Mule is an application which is designed by using a Java, all the connectors. For example, this is my Anypoint Studio. This listener, behind the scenes, there is some logic how to create a connection. Connection details will be there. Let's take, for example, database. I'm quickly showing you. There is a database concept. So in your Java, if you want to establish any connection with any database, how many lines of a code you will write? Yes, tell me, how many lines of a code you will write? At least 6 to 7 lines of a code, right?
Yeah.
Already written and given to you in the form of a connector like this. Just you need to use where that server is, your database server is running. Basically, I mean to say the connection details only you should give here. No need to write data source connection logic. Already written and given to you in the form of a connector. So how these connectors are created? By using a Java language. Okay. So that's what we are going to learn here. How to use that applications, how to establish a connection with external applications. It could be database, it could be any other applications also. Okay. But Java module is totally different. Some Java developer has given a Java class to you. As an integration developer, you are required to connect with that Java class file. So there is a module called Java module. Around 150 plus modules are there in Mule. Okay. So out of that, one of the module is Java module. So by using it, we can easily connect seamlessly. We can connect with the Java application. Okay. With an example, I will explain. And there is a lab document also to explore this. Next, deployment strategies. Till now, Hello World project, Java project, we may deploy that application in the local on premises itself. But you need to know in the production how it will be deployed, in the other environment how it will be deployed. So what are the deployment strategies? Like we have a standalone deployment strategy, which is nothing but an on-premises deployment strategy. And also we have, 1 second, I'll show directly that picture. I mean, before going to that deployment strategy, a few other concepts also there, which I cannot incorporate everything in the agenda. So you are able to see these pictures. So where we'll talk about query parameter, URI parameter, what are the variables, how to create a variable. These all comes in a sequence. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about, a Java class. Okay, these are the Java picture and how to create an API and all. And deployment strategies, standalone deployment strategy, cloud of deployment, hybrid, runtime fabric, where the servers are running in a standalone. So I will be explaining all this concept clearly, and we will go one by one. Standalone deployment strategy. Behind the scenes, when you start the server, how it works. Many people doesn't know about it. Even let's take 10 years of experience. 5 years of experience in MuleSoft, they don't know when they start server, what is happening behind the scenes. Okay, this is the mechanism behind the scenes. It will happen with the picture. I will explain. Then I will explain about a hybrid deployment strategy. We will call that as a remote deployment strategy as well. So why it is called remote? What are the applications present in that remote deployment strategy? How to configure your Maven coordinates at your cloud. So all these things we will discuss. Then we'll talk about 1 second, I will go through the agenda. Web service integration. First, we'll talk about how to consume the REST API, then how to consume the SOAP API. Okay, you can see the picture here. How to consume the REST API from your Mule, how to consume the SOAP API also. One more type of integration, file-based integration. So any file is in your local file system from your Mule application, how you are going to connect with that. So how to read the data, how to basically how to read a file, how to write a file. If any new file is added, how automatically your Mule application will be triggered. What is the frequency between the retries? So basically we'll talk about 2 different strategies in file endpoint. This is one more type of integration. One more type of integration, database. We are going to use MySQL here. Okay, since it is an open source, we can use that. MuleSoft explicitly supports 4. MySQL, Microsoft SQL, Oracle DB, Derby. If you're using apart from these 4, you need to have your own JDBC driver. So how to configure all these things, we will see in our database concept. So in database, I divide into 3 parts. Connection is one scenario. Once you connect with how to externalize it, that is called another scenario, externalizing the properties. Third scenario, how to secure that properties by using a securing algorithm. So encryption, decryption, how to do that. So we have 3 sessions for that. So in my lab, if you can see, after file, there is a database which comes under 6, connection and externalizing and security. Okay. Next, watermarking. Okay, I will explain this concept practically. Theoretically, I cannot explain this. Practically, I will show you. If I want to tell in one line, watermarking is a concept where it will store the state of the application. Where it will store? The place called object store. Okay. In detail, I will explain. Next, domains. I told Mule is totally about the connections. For example, as a developer, if you have a redundant logic, repeated logic in your application, what you will do? Write once and reuse it. Similarly, Mule is totally about connections, right? So if you have a repeated connections across the projects, why I should do that repeatedly? That's why we'll extend the connections to one project called domain project. So how to create your own domains, custom domains, I will talk about that. Next, I told scatter gather router, choice router, first successful. Routers are there, even flow controllers. So scatter gather, I just shown in the example. This is the example of a scatter gather router to achieve the parallel processing. Okay, choice router. If you want to send the request conditionally, then choice router, like a if else statement in a programming languages. First successful. If you want to go with the fallback servers, for example, I'm connecting to Orange Travels. First instance, if it is not working, I want to go with the fallback server of the Orange Travels. So you may use the router called first successful. Until successful, the request will be sent. Okay, don't worry about all this theoretically. I will show you practically. Now, by completion of module 10, you can understand that you completed the half of the training. Now you know the types of integrations, and also one more integration is pending, actually JMS, that also will be covering by this time. So JMS based integration also will cover. So by completion of step 10, that is module 10, you complete auto training and you know all the concepts of integration, different type of integration. So I'm going to give you one requirement here as a mini project. Same example I'm going to give. And these Orange Travels and Morningstar Travels could be a REST application and SOAP application. From your Mule application, by using a scatter gather router, you are going to send a request concurrently to both the applications and get the data. So you will come to know, or you will be having a confidence how to integrate with the multiple applications with the different strategies. Okay. Next, I told second phase of my training will be starts from the data view transformation. I told JMS also will be covered by that time. Transformation. So once you get the data, now here you got the data. Now you need to do the transformation according to the client requirement, right? So that is the reason we will go with the transformation. Data view expressions. So a lot of data view expressions, how to create your own functions, how to use a predefined functions, how to create a local variable by using a transform data view language. So many other scenarios we'll be discussing. Around 3 to 4 sessions I will take for this transformation. Then once you connect with that application, if it is throwing an exception, how to handle it. Okay. I will take 3 sessions for that. A lot of strategies we'll discuss on our continue, on our propagate, raise error, how to do the mapping for that error, how to use a Mule default error handler, how to raise a global error handler. All these things we'll discuss. Most of the questions we'll be getting from the exception handling and interview as well. And as I told you, I will be using a Munit framework in order to achieve some strategies. Okay, to achieve some test cases, we will use some strategies. Okay. Yes, now we came to the last leg of the training where we are going to create a banking application from the scratch. We gather the requirement in a text format that you are going to convert into API format by using a RAML. So first of all, you need to understand what is an API. Nowadays, it is common to see API-led connectivity approach. What is the API-led connectivity approach? Before that is API-led connectivity, what was the traditional approach? I will explain clearly with an example, traditional approach and API-led connectivity approach, and how these 3 layers, system layer, process layer, and experience layer will help like reusability, like security within a budget, within a time, how we can create application with this API-led connectivity approach. Once you understand that, then we will start a banking application designing the API. So from the scratch, like we will get the requirement from the text document, how we are going to configure that in the RAML. For example, let me show you that RAML file also once, so that you will be having a clarity what I am discussing. I will take only 10 more minutes. I'm just creating, further batches, I'm just creating one RAML file. I will start from the line 1 actually. It is taking some time. I will start from line 1. So line 1, what is it? Representing the RAML version. From there, I will take you to each and every point here. What is this main resource? What is this type? What is a post? So how to configure these methods to each and every resource? All these things I will be explaining here. How to use the reusable access like data types, high examples, how to use the resource types. Okay. So in the AnyPoint platform, under the design center, how you are going to create a RAML. Okay, that I will explain. Okay. Next, once you design that, you need to know about how to how to get a feedback from a client. So how to simulate that API? Simulate means with some dummy data. And also, what is an AnyPoint exchange? What is a basically AnyPoint exchange? Exchange is nothing but a library, or else I can say a repository at an organization level. Okay, it's an exchange. Now, once you have done all this with implementation and all, finally we need to secure that API, right? How to secure? We can apply the policies at the API level directly by using a auto discovery. There is an option called auto discovery. And also we can create a policies and apply policies on a proxy, which is an additional layer of an API. So how to create a proxy and how to apply the policies on the proxy and how your application will be secured and how your application will be mapped with the proxy application. All these things will come under a managing APIs. Last but not the least, there is something called cloud of deployment. We already discussed about on-premises deployment strategy, runtime fabric deployment strategy. Finally, we'll talk about a cloud of deployment strategy as well. Okay. This is about the agenda which I am going to discuss. But when you come to the prerequisites, in the knowledge perspective, zero knowledge is required, zero Java knowledge is required. But if you have some idea about what is a JSON, what is an XML, that will be helpful. Any questions?
JSON and what do you say? Another
Prerequisites like JSON structure, XML structure, formats
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you have a basic idea about the web services, helpful. Any which I will talk about in the first session. Once you enroll to the training program, once I add it to the WhatsApp group, I will tell you what are the things you need to look into before coming to the session. Okay, just a basic idea.
Yeah.
Any questions?